So I thought I'd talk a little bit about AI. It's obviously in the news all over the place. There seems to be technological leaps and bounds all over the place. But a couple important things to know that yes, you can use it, but remember, if you're using AI to generate any descriptions or summaries or details, you need to check that information, make sure it's accurate. There's no guarantee that AI is going to be accurate. And it is not a defense to say, oh, well, AI did it. I had AI do it. That breaches, you are as a professional and licensee, you're obligated to be accurate and correct, both under New Hampshire license law and also the code of ethics. So you got to check the work. There's been some famous court cases where lawyers have got in significant trouble for using AI generated briefs, and it looked fantastic, but the cases were all made up. And so you can't rely on the fact that the formatting looks good or it looks professional. You have to check the content. So make sure you do that. Make sure, to the extent you're trying to copyright anything, you can't copyright something that's AI generated. I think it's also important if you use AI to either enhance or modify or alter any images, you need to make a notification or a disclosure of that in your documentation so someone can't accuse you later of altering a document. So be very careful about it. And the one that I think people sometimes don't pay attention to, but from a risk management standpoint and a license law standpoint is equally important, is that these generative AI models learn from the information you give them. You have a duty as a licensee, as in New Hampshire, to keep your client's information confidential. If you are feeding it into a generative AI model or program to help you, you are breaching your duty of confidentiality, because there's no confidentiality by giving it to the AI model. So you either need consent ahead of time from the client to do it, or you need to be very careful that the information you're giving to the generative AI tool you're using is not so client specific as to really be providing client information. And that would be, both an ethical rule, but also under the state law, you're required to keep, have a duty of confidentiality to your client. So long way of saying, yes, please use it. It's a powerful tool. It's exciting, but be mindful that it is not a panacea, and you have to be careful. It does not surpass, or you don't get to offload your duties to the computer. So with that in mind, go forth, enjoy it, leverage the technology, help it win you more business and sell and buy and sell more properties, but just be careful.